What is up, Lowheat fans? Today we have a banger. Well, it's probably not the correct use of that term. It's a banger to me. Before we get that started, though, a little bonus for you. A little incentive to subscribe to my channel. You get like bonus content like this. This is my thrift pickup the other day at Buffalo Exchange. The 90s single stitch cucumbers are better than men because a long list of reasons, great reasons. Pause the video, read them all. Hilarious. It's a anvil tag, one size fits all. Whole $15 for that gem. This is going to go into, I don't think I can wear this many places. This will go into the vintage archive to one day be sold, given away, trashed for my grandchildren to deal with. They'll be like, why did grandfather have this weird cucumber t-shirt? Anyways, on to what you're all here for. These. So, on drop day, I slept a little bit and was too late. Like, by the time I realized the drop had happened on Dime's website, I was 2 hours late and they were all sold out my size. So that was a bummer. What are we talking about? You already know from the thumbnail and the title, but let's make it official here. I am talking about, what am I talking about? Was sold out when it dropped. The Dime Vans collaboration. Vans, Dime, there you see it on the box. Geoff Rowley XLT in navy blue. Yeah, it was all sold out. And so then I had to wait for the global drop day where certain select skate shops would get them. Didn't have much luck, was constantly searching online. There'd be small sizes popping up here and there, or the alternate pair. They dropped in two colorways, a white and gray colorway. I really wanted the navy because it was closer to the originals that dropped way back when in like the early 2000s. So I wanted these, and it was tough. It was very tough. I would check from day to day because as things are, in the world, some people's supply goes up later. They put them up later, or maybe they don't sell out at the shop and then they add them to their e-commerce website. And I got lucky. Shop in Italy called One Block Down. It's in Milan, Italy. If you're there, check it out. I've never been. But, after days of checking online, had a pair my size, ordered them with the conversion rate from Italian currency to US. I think I actually paid cheaper than what I would have got them here or in Canada. So shouts out to One Block Down. And it just shows in this game, if you cry and moan, which I do, don't get me wrong, you're going to take a lot of L's, but you can turn those L's into W's by being persistent, being resourceful. Reanimation series, that must be like where they're bringing back retros, like Vans Vault retros, reanimation series. I don't know. But these, I wanted these so bad. This shoe is like kind of the ethos, the essence of this channel. This, the low heat vibe. I don't know what you call them when they're not like, I don't know, when you like them and a handful of other people like them. They're not heaters, they're not, they're not high heat, they're not grails, but for them to retro this, it's a collab with Dime, skate retail shop out of Montreal, Canada. I'm not, I've never been there, so I'm not super familiar with them. I know they do collabs, I know they do Vans collabs. I know of them through Instagram and collaborations, but I'm just really happy they did this with Geoff Rowley. So, before I unveil them, and then you click away after this, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. It takes 1 second. It's free. Boom, you did it. And I'll try them on, talk about my history with these shoes, why I like them. I'll try them on, etc. So lots more to go over then once you unveil them. Also, if you're watching this video, I appreciate it. It's late. These have been out a minute, so if you're clicking this video, I appreciate you. If you're one of the 100 views that I get on this video, I really appreciate you watching to this point. So here we go. No more talking. Let's unveil these. Oh, man, these bring me back to any kids out there watching. Maybe these bring you, the shape of skate shoes has updated and changed, but they're still a bit chunky, and retro shoes that come back, so maybe even kids know about, like, this feels like familiar to them or nostalgic to them. But for me, this is super nostalgic. So in high school, skating was getting like really popular. This was in kind of the heyday of X Games, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, BMX, you know, aggressive inlining was kind of on the outs, but it, you know, it had its height, its peak, and I was getting CCS catalogs, etc. And I don't know if I got these at a store, a skate shop, or if I just randomly liked them in the CCS catalog and ordered them. I'm not 100% sure. But when these first dropped back in the early 2000s, they had 3 colorways. This navy blue colorway, obviously it wasn't a Dime collab back then, a little difference there with the Dime branding, but this was the pro shoe, the pro model for Geoff Rowley, who was signed to the Vans team, and UK dude, I think, yeah, UK dude, and they came out with these 3 colorways, all pretty fire. I wasn't really much on the navy back then. I liked white shoes like I still do now. I got this orange, like laser orange pair, super clean, super fire. I also like the red pair. This was the first pair of shoes I think I can ever remember wanting to double up on. Yeah, like, because I used these to skate and I wanted another pair. I liked them so much. This is the first pair of shoes I think I can ever remember like wanting a second pair. Like, I need a second pair right away. I never did, and I was sad. They came out with a second version of these, but the first, these were always the best shape, the best looking. I don't know. They were the best out of all the different iterations of them. But yes, anyway, skating was big, so I kind of like got into skating a little bit. I lasted a few years. I was probably more into the t-shirts and the decks. I could ollie pretty high. I had, you know, strong legs from soccer. I could ollie, could sort of heel flip. I couldn't land it, but I could get the board to spin. But all the kids, the younger kids, younger than me, were better than me. Not many of my friends really skated too much. They would just mess around, but they weren't really skaters. Maybe they would buy a birdhouse t-shirt or something, but really it was the younger kids that were skaters. And so I would practice and practice and practice in my driveway. And I burned through trying to, like, you know, kick flip right here at the kick flip area, and burned through mine. But I liked them so much because I came from soccer, and skate shoes were so like heavy, except certain ones like the America ones, but they were so clunky. That was the style back in the day. The Airwalks, the Osiris's, the you know, DC shoes, Etnies, they're all so chunky. So what was great about these is, even though they have the chunky build and silhouette, they're super light, hence the XLT, extra light XLT, super light. Like, these are like, for this, you know, chunky of a looking shoe, it's built with all super light materials. I don't know how they do it, but which was great, which I appreciated coming from soccer, where you have very narrow, you know, light shoes. Weight was all the thing back in the day for cleats, getting them lighter and lighter, the Mercurials, the Vapors. So I just, you know, didn't love heavy shoes for, you know, when you wanted to do activities, run around or whatever. Even in high school, you know, you wanted to run away from the jocks once in a while, and big clunky shoes were not it. So I really like these. Comes with an extra set of laces, which if you skate, you will need. I don't do too much skating anymore. Kind of paddle around for exercise once a month, but that's about it on a bike path. But these, I can't, you know, when they said they were retroing these, I thought I died and gone to heaven. And then when one block down had my size, I was like, I was thinking, because what's crazy is, in this day and age of the sneaker market crashing and like prices going down on shoes, Dunks being sitting on retail, going on sale, these are actually all sold out and selling for above retail. This is wild. Now, some sizes are more expensive than others, but they're all pretty much above retail. Nothing crazy. I think these retail for $140. I think these retail, yeah, I think for $140 was the price on these. A little steep for some Vans, you know, or was it $120? Let me look that up. Let me look that up. Keep taking these off. $120. They retail for $120. So But all the sizes are sold out and going for over that. I think the white pair is a little less expensive, but that's not, again, not a true like retro colorway. This is like the true retro colorway, which, look at these. Man, that brings me back. Yeah. Red, white, really my color, but I really like the light gray. I think that's what sells it, is the light gray on the midsole there. And just the subtle orange accents. Love that pair. But the other two were, you know, fire too. All right, let's try these on. If you did not see, I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you probably saw the shoe campaign. Maybe some of, you know, there's probably maybe 3 of you that might just be fans of my channel. I appreciate you. You're just watching. But I imagine most of you who are interested in this shoe probably saw some of the rollout and who are watching this video. Really sick video. So if you somehow haven't seen the Geoff Rowley dime video that they did to kind of announce these, check that out. Kind of funny, decent production value for like just a Vans skate shoe collab, but it's a big deal, like this coming back. This was a very, I think Geoff talks about it in some videos. This was a popular, this was a very popular skate shoe. Like it wasn't just me in a vacuum who liked this, who happened to like this. I kind of learned this after the fact that this was a popular model. But yeah, I personally loved it, but so did a lot of other people. I wasn't the only one, and for, you know, good reason. Now, post skating days, I really do love the skate highs. Not much of a sturdy skate shoe, but I just love the look of them, being able to beat them up, and it just, I don't know. This is the ultimate like non-sneakerhead don't care shoe. So I like to wear these. If I have any expensive t-shirt or designer top, I like to then not go crazy with the shoes and like throw these on to like counterbalance it. If I didn't go through all the details here, I'll go quickly through the details here. Fits like a glove, size 11.5. I'd go true to size. I haven't stood up in these yet, but I would go true to size. You could go half size up if you wanted to. I would not go a half size down, would not. I'd go true to size. If you're not gonna skate and you just like totally wanna be safe, go half size up. Don't mind like a little room, go half size up. But I think if you're gonna skate these, you'll want true to size. Anyways, back to here. So you got dime branding here on the toe, or the toe box, upper toe box, dime on the side there, dime on the inside with Vans. Got the Rowley label right there. Big thick tongue pad. Some like reflective hits here. I don't know if those were back in the day, if they had those reflective hits. I don't know if it was 3 of them. It might have been. Kind of this like brown gum sole, outsole, the Vans off the wall logo. Just, I don't know. It's like the perfect blend of simple with just some accents here of interesting, right? Clean bottom, Vans logo, boom. Like all except the gum, the brown gum and the blue gum, just all one shade. And you got the nice Vans logo there with a tag. The maroon hits, dime branding there, XLT on the back, and just really what does it for me too is just the fit. It's so light. You get wearing this huge clompy, like chunky boy shoe, and it just fits really nicely. Like, and it's light for wearing such a big shoe. It's light, which I love. A lot of padding around the ankle. Super sticky for like gripping that board if you are skating, and then just in general, a lot of people like gum soles, outsoles. So there's that. Even if you're not a skater, usually I'm a fan of contrasting laces, switching it up. But for these, I think, you know, they're super clean with the blue in. I'm gonna leave the blue in. You know, maybe down the road these get beat up. Maybe I use them to skate or get more into skating, whatever. And as these get beat up, maybe I throw in the white laces. But in general, keeping the navy blues in, keeping them all, I don't know. These, I am super stoked I was able to get these for retail. If you're interested in these, I would get them, like, maybe they retro these again with another, you know, just in line with Vans, you know, do the other colorways. I don't know, it's cool that they did it with a skate shop with dime. But if you're interested in these at all, maybe they go down in price, maybe. But I think for people like me, nostalgic people, like pairs are going to keep going, you know, keep selling to people who missed out or people who skate these and want another pair. So the price isn't crazy. So I would cop. Sooner than later if you're interested. Prices aren't crazy, so it doesn't matter if it goes down a little bit. I would feel awful if these like went up to like 220, 250, and then you had to pay 250, for these. You wouldn't want to do that. So I tried looking for a picture of me in these from back in the day. Couldn't find one, but that's a good reason to plug my socials. One day I might find that picture, and then you're following me like, oh yeah, he really did have these. And so yeah, follow me on social media, Lowheat_fancypants. Instagram is where I'm mainly at. So if you've watched it, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. I appreciate the follow, appreciate the sub, and let me know what you think of these. Did you know about these back in the day? Did you have them? Did you skate them? Did you look at them? This time around, were you able to cop? Do you like the white pair better? I think they're fine. I just like the fact that these are like retros. If I walked into a skate shop tomorrow and they had the white pair in my size sitting on the shelves, I'd probably have to cop. So I wish I love this. I never had these back in the day, the blue one, so I'm glad I have them now, but I kind of low-key wish they would have done that white and orange pair, because that's the pair I had. I kind of wish they had done that, but that's okay. This is great. So shouts to Geoff Rowley, shouts to Diamond and Vans for doing this. I love this pair. This, again, is kind of like the essence of the channel, kind of heat that is somewhat accessible, that I like, that, maybe a few others like. And so these are fire to me. What do I give these out of 10? I don't think I can give these like, I can't give these a 10 per se, but it's a collab. The materials seem to be stepped up from just a Vans thing. It's a throwback retro, same colors, look clean. The shoe in itself is great. I give these a 9. We're going to go above a 9. We're going to give these a 9.25 out of 10. That's right. Some non-Jordans, non-Nike, non-Adidas, non-New Balance, non-Asics. Giving some Vans a 9.25 out of 10. I think if I would have got the retro, the white and orange pair, you might have seen a 10 or a 9.75. 9.25 out of 10. Look at me giving an all like dark, it's not black, but dark upper shoe a 9. That nostalgia's a hell of a drug. All right, quick post-credit scene. I stood up in these, and just like back in the day, they were a little tight on me back in the day until I broke them in. Standing up, my toes do run into the end. If you do not like that feeling or don't want to skate with like crammed toes, I would go half size up. So kill what I said about going true to size unless you really like a tight fit and like to break things in. Then go true to size. But otherwise, I think for out-of-the-box comfort, you don't want for out-of-the-box comfort, if you're not like, I don't know what your preference is skating, but all I can talk to is just my toes are at the end there. So go half size up if you don't like your toes crammed. This to me brings back feelings of the back of the day, because this was exactly like they were for me. I had to like break them in. They were too tight to begin with, but eventually I broke them in. So this is the one time I don't mind my toes running into the end. This just brings back all the high school vibes. So I'm fine breaking these in. They will eventually, but my toes are running into the end. Any more, they would be uncomfortable, unwearable. This is just right at that threshold where they're like touching, and it's okay. I'm gonna vibe with them, and it's gonna be okay. But go half size up if you want to be safe.